doing? You're welcome to the School of Personal Development with Emmanuel. I am loud and clear enough. Please go ahead. Let me know in the comments. You're welcome to the School of Personal Development with Emmanuel Ahmadu. If you can hear me and I am loud and clear enough, go ahead. Let me know in the comments very, very quickly. I am super excited, super excited about tonight's session. I'm teaching on the power of planning. It's going to be a phenomenal time. You can hear me and I am loud and clear enough. Please go ahead. Let me know in the comments and we'll get started right about now. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome to the School of Personal Development. You can hear me. Please do well. Let me know in the comments before we get started. I hope I'm loud and clear enough. Thank you for joining in. To the School of Personal Development. Go ahead, let me know in the comments. Fantastic. I think P says she can hear me. Amazing. So do me a favor, do well to click on the share button, share this video with at least one person, and make sure you subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Click on the subscribe button. Just a moment. And click on the share button. Make sure you share the video with someone, share it on your WhatsApp status, share it on your WhatsApp community, wherever it is that you can reach your loved ones, your friends, your family members. Do well to share the video with them. It's going to be a mind-blowing session tonight. I'm super excited already about what I'm going to be teaching. Once again, you're welcome to the School of Personal Development with Emmanuel Ahmadu. If you're just joining in, please do well. Make sure you share the video with at least one person. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe now. Also do well to like the video so that YouTube can share or recommend the video to as many people as possible. So go ahead, comment your first name and your current location. I would like to do a quick shout out before we get started. Once again, this is the School of Personal Development, a free bi-monthly training program organized by the Leaders Manna Network International, where you are equipped and empowered with principle-based, life-applicable knowledge that is guaranteed to change your life. So go ahead, comment your first name and your current location. I'll do a quick shout out and then we get started. I can see Praise God Yakubu all the way from Abuja. Good to have you. Praise God. I can see Emmanuel from Zaria. Good to have you, Emmanuel. I can see Blessing Kure from Zaria. Good to have you, Blessing. I can see Simon from Abuja. Good to have you, Simon. Ibrahim all the way from Kaduna. Good to have you. I see Peacemaker. Is that really your name? Peacemaker Gentleman. That's a wonderful name. All the way from Kaduna. Good to have you. We have Blessing from Abuja, Compassion from Port Harcourt, Adesoji from Zaria, Nigeria. We have Jeremiah Makindawe Wire. Did I pronounce that well? All the way from Tanzania. Good to have you. Good to have you. So I hope you can hear me loud and clear. We'll jump right into the business of tonight right about now. This is the School of Personal Development with Emmanuel Ahmadu. And tonight I'm teaching on the topic, the power of planning, how to maximize the new year. And in our case, transitioning into a new year, 2026. And it is very important for you to understand how to maximize a new year. And this is why we've decided to put the teaching together. I want to start by saying a quote by Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is a Canadian writer and leadership expert. He's the author of the book 5 a.m. Club. It's a book we read, I think, last month in the Leaders Manna Network. He's also the author of books like The Leader Who Had No Title, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. He made a very profound statement, and I want to start on that note tonight. He said, many people live the same life, they live the same year 75 times, and they call it a life. Very profound that many people live the same year 75 times, and they call it a life. Now, I want you to write this down, that it is one thing to count the years. It is another thing to make the year count. There are two kinds of people. There are people who are busy counting the year, saying Happy New Year. It's 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and now we're approaching 2026. And there are some who are not just counting the years, they are making the year count. It's two different ball games, right? That you can be counting the year and not making the year count, right? This is the disparity usually between people. That there is somebody who can be in their 50s and yet they do not have any result to show for that lifetime. The Bible tells us about a man called Methuselah. Methuselah is the oldest person that ever walked this earth. The Bible says that he lived for 969 years and he died. The only thing recorded about that man is just one verse in the Bible, that Methuselah lived and then he died. Imagine living for that long and there is nothing tangible to show for your existence. Yet there is another man called Jesus, and he only lived for 33 and a half years. Yet over 2,000 years later, over 30% of the world's population are submitted to that man, that he shook the entire earth, right? So it is not how long you live, it is how well you live. You can be counting the years and not making the year count. You can be 30, 40, 50, and there is nothing tangible for to show for the time that you have spent on the earth, right? So my goal tonight is to show us how to make the years count, so that you don't just keep celebrating your birthdays and there is nothing to show for it. There are many people who are only marking time. There is no fruit for the duration, for the time that they've spent on the earth. By next month, we'll be rounding up the year. And there are many people who cannot pinpoint, even if it is one thing, one major achievement that they've made this year. All they do is to count the month, Happy New Month, Happy New Month. And now they're about to count the year without any tangible result to show for it. This is why I'm bringing this teaching tonight, to show us how to make the years count, so that you are not just marking time, such that when you get to 30, when you get to 25, when you get to 35, you have the result of somebody who has lived for 80 years. It is not how long you live, it is how well you live that matters. Now I want you to write this down, that the key to making the years count and maximizing the new year is planning. Very profound. The key to making the year count, the key to maximizing the new year is called planning. It's called planning. You cannot maximize the year if you do not know how to plan the year. You cannot maximize the year if you do not know how to plan the year. Just a moment. Trying to fix my mic. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment. Okay, so just a moment, please. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment. Can you hear me now? Okay, so just a moment. Okay, fantastic. I want to believe that you can hear me. Oh, fantastic. So sorry. Had a little issue with my mic. We'll pick up where we left off. So I was sharing that the key to making the years count and maximizing the new year is called planning. You cannot maximize the year. You cannot, make the year count if you do not plan. People who fail to plan are planning to fail. This is why a lot of people keep wasting their lives, because they do not know how to plan, or they do not take the time to plan. Anytime you do not plan your time, you do not plan your life, you do not plan your day, your month, your year, you waste it. The key to maximizing anything is taking the time to plan for its use. So planning is the key to maximizing the year. Planning is the key to making the year count. Let me define what planning is. I hope you can hear me. Let me define what planning is. Write this down. That planning is the intentional process of thinking ahead, setting desired outcomes. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. So sorry for that. Quite a serious network challenge there. If you can hear me, please do well. Let me know in the comments. Can you guys hear me? Sincerely apologize for the network glitch there. If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me know so that we pick up. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Japhet. So if at any point you stop hearing me, please do well to let me know. Fantastic. So I stopped at the definition of planning, right? Is that where we stopped? Somebody let me know where we stopped. Where did we stop? Where did we stop? Where did we stop? Where did we stop? I'm sure in time we'll be able to do something about this network once and for all. So let me know, where did we stop? Where did we stop? Okay, fantastic. So defining what planning is. I said that the key to making the years count and maximizing the new year is planning, right? And I started to define planning, that planning is the intentional process of thinking ahead, setting desired outcomes, and organizing the steps, resources, and timelines needed to achieve those outcomes. Let me repeat one more time. That planning is the intentional process of thinking ahead, setting desired outcomes, and organizing the steps, resources, and timelines to achieve those desired outcomes. In simple terms, planning is the art of seeing tomorrow before it arrives and preparing yourself for it. That in simple terms, planning is the art of seeing tomorrow before it arrives and then preparing yourself to meet it. Very profound. That when we talk about planning, it involves going into the future, designing what you want to see in the future, and then organizing the resources, organizing the timelines that will help you achieve that desired result. And then you now come back into the present to actualize that plan so that you can arrive at that desired outcome. Now, imagine somebody who goes to the market. I want to show us the power of planning. Imagine somebody who decides to go to the market and does not go to the market with a budget or with a list of things that he wants to buy. He just carries cash, a lot of money in his bag, and goes to the market. What do you think will happen? There are two possibilities. Number one, that person will end up spending money on things that they don't need. You'll just be walking and all of a sudden you see a bag. You don't need a bag, you buy a bag. You see rice, just because you like the way the rice is clean, you buy the rice. You buy oil, you will end up buying things that you do not need because you do not have a plan. What's the second possibility that exists for that kind of person? The person will end up wasting time. Are you seeing it? He will not just squander his resources, he will squander time because he does not know what he wants. When you know what you want, you can use time efficiently to get what you want. And this is why planning is very important. If you're getting value, I want you to comment value. That failing to plan is automatically planning to fail. When you do not have a plan, you will not just end up squandering resources or wasting resources. You will also waste time that is valuable. The goal of my teaching tonight is to show us how to maximize the new year, to show us how to plan and make the most of the new year so that we are not just busy counting the years without making the years count. I'm very sure that was the case of Methuselah, that Methuselah was just celebrating his birthday, 20 years old, 30 years old, for 35 years old, 45 years old, until he got to 969 years, and there was nothing to show for it. May you not live that kind of life. The kind of life where the only thing that you are doing is marking time, but there is no result to show for the time that you have spent. So before I share with us, because I just said my goal tonight is to share with us how to plan and maximize the new year so that you can maximize 2026. You don't just celebrate the new year, just pass through the new year and say Happy New Year, and then you repeat 2025 again in 2026. No results, no progress financially, no progress academically in your business. You are literally just repeating the same year and you are calling it a life. But before I share with us the keys to planning and maximizing the year, I want to share with us three major benefits of planning. Three major benefits of planning. If you're just joining the live broadcast, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Click on the like button so that YouTube will share with as many people as possible, and then also share the video with as many people as you can reach. There are three major benefits of planning that I want to share with us. If you're ready, comment I am ready. You're ready for the three benefits? Go ahead, comment I am ready. Three major benefits of planning. If you plan, these are some of the benefits that you will enjoy. Very profound benefits. Now, generally, planning is the mother of achievement and progress. You cannot achieve anything tangible or make sustainable progress if you do not have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you will waste anything. Money you don't plan for, you will waste. Time you do not plan for, you will waste. Resources you do not plan for, you will waste. A new year that you do not plan for, you will waste. So planning is a core requirement, a core ingredient in the maximizing of your time, maximizing of your resources. But there are three major benefits I want to share with us. Number one, the first benefit of planning is that planning helps you to maximize opportunities. Planning helps you to maximize opportunities. I remember many years ago, when I set a goal to buy, my car, my first car, I loved Matrix. How many of us know Toyota Matrix? I love cars that look like Jeep. And for me, starting, that was like, the closest thing to a Jeep that I could get, And I remember setting it as a goal that I wanted to own a Matrix, a Toyota Matrix, black Toyota Matrix. In fact, I had the picture. And then all of a sudden, when I go out, the only kind of car that I would see was Matrix. It was almost as if all the Matrix, Toyota Matrix vehicles that are in Nigeria were imported down to Kaduna, because everywhere I was seeing it. I was seeing it. Do you know why it became very plenty? It became abundant. It was because I created a plan to have it. Planning opens your eyes to opportunities. When you do not have a plan, you will miss and you will waste opportunities. I know many of us may have experienced it, where you just desire maybe to get something, and all of a sudden it's almost as if you can see that thing everywhere. You can even try it now. Just think about a color, maybe color black, and then, open your eyes. All of a sudden, you will notice that everything you begin to see is black, black, black. That's because when you plan, your eyes are open to the possibilities of what you desire. Planning opens your eyes to opportunities. When you plan to get married, all of a sudden you begin to see beautiful ladies. When you plan to start a business, all you begin to hear is people talking about business. So planning opens you up to opportunities. If you do not have a plan, you will waste opportunities. You will waste opportunities. Number two, the second benefit of planning is that planning helps you to maximize time. Are we following? If you're following, comment I'm following. I need to be sure we're with me. Comment I'm following. The second benefit of planning is that planning helps you to maximize time. Remember the illustration that I gave of going to the market without a plan. What do you think will happen? You will end up wasting time because you don't know what you want. If you had a plan, you had a list of what you wanted. If you go to the market, you just go to the shops, get what you want, and then you are out. But when you do not have a plan, you will waste unnecessary time. You will waste scarce resources that you don't have, moving around because there is no plan. So planning helps you to maximize your time. Number three, the third benefit of planning is that planning is the antidote to anxiety. Anxiety, anxiousness. Have you seen people who are just anxious? Oh, I don't know what 2026. There are many people who are afraid of 2026, and there are many people who have finished 2026. I tell you, I'm just waiting for 2026 to come and pass. I've already finished it because I have a plan. When you have a plan, you go through life with courage. You go through life with confidence. Why? Because you have a plan. How many of us have watched the movie Money Heist? Money Heist. What's the name of this guy, Seth? What's the name of their boss in Money Heist? Very interesting movie. Now, there are times where it's almost as if... Can we hear me? I hope we can follow me. Can we hear me? If you're following, comment on following. So Money Heist. Like, police want to catch them, and these guys are so calm. They are not disturbed. And I'm wondering what is happening here. I'm wondering what is happening here. You guys should be afraid. You guys should, you should be worried. Why are you so calm? Why are you not bothered? Do you know why they are not bothered? Because they have a plan. When you have a plan, you will not be moved by uncertainty. You will not be moved by challenges because you know you have a plan. You seen it? Imagine if they are going to go out. Planning gives you confidence. Planning makes you calm. Planning frees you from anxiety. The better your plan, the lesser your anxiety, the more calm you are when you have a plan. So 3 benefits of planning. Number 1, planning helps you maximize opportunities. Number 2, planning helps you to maximize time. Number 3, planning is the antidote to anxiety. Now, my assignment tonight is to share with us how to plan and maximize the new year. How do you plan 2026? How do you maximize 2026? Very important. And I'm just sharing 3 major keys with us. This will so bless you. This will so add tremendous value to your life. Don't just listen to these things. Make up your mind that you will put them to practice. Number 1, are we ready? If you're ready, go ahead, comment, I am ready. You're just joining the broadcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on the like button and share this video with at least one person. Fantastic. There are 3 keys to planning and maximizing the new year. The first key is to decide on your emphasis for the year. Write it down. The first key to planning and maximizing the new year is to decide on your emphasis for the year. Decide on your theme. Many of us know how churches, they have a way of tagging the new year. It's our year of dominion. It's our year of fruitfulness. It's our year of abundance, right? This is exactly what I'm saying. Very profound. It's not only the church that should tag the year, you should also tag the year. Very, very powerful. Your emphasis for the year is what will determine the kinds of goals that you set. Is what will determine how you spend your time. Is what will determine, the decisions that you make. What is your emphasis for the year? I learned this thing about 5 years ago. It came strongly in my heart. That's when I started tagging my year. There was one time I called my year the year of expansion. And my God, I focused on engaging activities that expanded my horizon. Are you seeing it? Currently, my 2025 is my year of capacity building. This is why I spend a lot of time at home, reading, praying, studying and all those things. Do you know why? Because I know my emphasis for the year. So the first step to planning and maximizing the year is to decide on your emphasis for the year. And let me encourage you, do this in the place of solitude. Right? I encourage you to take a retreat. Now that we are even about to wrap up the year, I encourage everyone to take a retreat. I have a bundle called the Start the Year bundle, Start the Year Right bundle, STYR. Right? I encourage you, if you can, pay to access the bundle. It will help you to plan for the new year. Right? But the first thing you need to do if you want to plan and maximize the new year is to decide on your emphasis for the year. It could be the year of capacity building. It could be the year of academic excellence. It could be the year of, expansion. It could be the year of increase. It could be the year of fruitfulness. It could be the year of spiritual growth. Whatever you want to call it, decide on it. It is very important. And let me tell you why this is important. It will help you know where to direct your time. It will help you know the kinds of goals to set, because as you're going to be seeing that there are different kinds of goals that you can set. It is your emphasis for the year that will tell you what goals to settle for, what goals to give your time, to give your energy to. Somebody getting value, comment value. Philippians chapter 3 verse 13. Philippians 3:13. It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things that are behind, it says, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. This one thing I do. Take note. This one thing I do. Talking about emphasis. You need to know your emphasis for the year. I just told us that my emphasis for 2025 is capacity building. And as a result, many of my goals were tied around, building capacity. I read this year like never before. I prayed this year like never before. I fasted this year like never before. Why? Because my emphasis was capacity building. Your goal should be guided by your emphasis for the year, regardless of what it is. So you are free to decide. You are free to decide. Is what I'm saying making sense? If you know you have practiced what I'm saying before, can you tell me one name you gave your year? Tell me one name you gave your year in the comments. I have a lot. There was a time I told us I called my year the year of expansion. There was a time I called it the year of growth, and now this year I called it the year of capacity building. If you know that you've tagged your year before, you've teamed your year. I'm not talking about what your church tagged the year, because you see, church growth is different from personal growth. Corporate growth is different from personal growth. Are you seeing it? You need to know where God is directing you to per year, right? I encourage you, and if you're a person of faith, I encourage you to spend time with God and ask God, God, what are you, where are you directing me to this year? Jeremiah says the year of humanity. Fantastic. You see, by that theme, you can know what your emphasis is. Jeremiah said the year of service. Are you seeing it? So it directs you. Samuel James says the year of advancement. 2025 was the year of advancement. So when you team your year, it helps you know where to direct your energy. Now, let me encourage us. Don't just decide on a team out of emotions just because you like it. So you say it's my year of, multiplication, or my year of fruitfulness. No, you have to settle down. Let it come from your heart. Let it be that God is leading you to move in that direction, because it is where God is taking you. That's where his power is. That's where his grace is. So if you go where God's word is, his grace will come and back you up. His power will come and back you up. So if God tells you that this is your year of growth, there's going to be the grace for growth that is released upon you. If God tells you this is your year of financial increase, there is going to be the grace for financial increase that will back you up. So don't decide what you want, right? Align with where God is taking you to. For some of us, God can tell you 2026 is your year of marital settlement. You have played too much. So the grace for marital settlement will come. So you will notice that God will be bringing very nice, virtuous, either ladies or guys, depending on your gender, and God will be directing you. God will be telling you, study on relationships, study on marriage. So your emphasis for the year will determine your direction. It will determine the kinds of goals you set. It will determine where your energy, where your time, where your resources goes. Is somebody getting value? Are we ready for number 2? If you're ready for number 2, comment, I am ready. Profound. Damilola says, my 2023 was my year of shining light. You see it? So what will 2026 be? I already know what my 2026 will be. So you need to take out time and tell God to direct you. Are we ready for number 2? The second key to planning and maximizing the new year is to set clear and compelling goals. Or you can write, set clear, compelling goals. If you do not have goals, you will help somebody else achieve their goals. Goal setting is very key, very fundamental to maximizing the year. If you don't have a goal, people will use you to achieve their goals. What is a goal? A goal is a statement that describes a desired future with a deadline for achieving it. I'm defining what a goal is. A goal is a statement, a clear and compelling statement that describes a desired future with a deadline for achieving it. It is important to set goals. Goals give you focus. Goals tells you where to spend your time on. Are you seeing it? When you don't have a goal, you are easily distracted. What were your goals for 2025? Is because you didn't set any goals, or you did not set compelling goals. By the way, our next School of Personal Development, I'm going to be teaching on why goals fail. I'm going to be showing us why people set goals and they do not achieve it. It's going to be a mind-blowing session, so you don't miss that at all. One of the things you must know about goals is that you cannot achieve everything. You can't set 100 goals and expect to achieve them. Personally, every year, I only set 7 goals. 7 goals. And it comes from my heart. If your goal does not come from your heart, you will not be gingered. You will not be inspired enough to go after it. Are you seeing it? You must know how to set goals. Now, I wrote down here that most people don't know how to set goals because of... Can you hear me? Can we hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. Where did we stop? Had a little network glitch. I had a little network glitch. Where did we stop? Where did we stop? Okay, let me just go back a little. Now, I wrote down here that most people do not know how to set goals because of two major reasons. Number one, they don't know what goals to set. Number two, they don't know how to set goals. Two major reasons why people set goals, why people don't know how to set goals. Number one, they don't know what goals to set. Number two, they don't know how to set goals. And I said I want to share with us there are 7 different types of goals that you can set. 7 different types of goals that you can set. Are we ready? 7 different types of goals that you can set. Number one is called money goals. Money goals. Money goals. These are goals that involves your financial resources. It could be cash flow. How much do you want to make every month? It could be passive income. How much money do you want to make whilst you sleep? It could be savings goal. How much do you want to save? It could be investment goals. What kind of investments do you want to have? Where do you want to invest? Are we following? I hope we're following. The second kind of goal is called notoriety goals. Notoriety goals. Notoriety. Notoriety goals. These are goals that if you achieve them, it will have a major effect on your life. Are you seeing it? These are Kairos goals. Goals that have tremendous impact if achieved. Are we following? If you're following, let me know in the comments. If you're following, just go ahead and comment. I am following. Having quite a lot of network glitch. We may end up just re-recording this session and having it up. So if you're following, please let me know that you are following. Notoriety goals. These are goals that if you achieve, it will have a ripple effect on your life. They are major goals. For example, the ministry where I serve, Koinonia, we just hosted what we call the the General Assembly. It's our first conference, and we hosted it in the stadium, Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. That's an example of a notoriety goal. It's a big goal, a major goal that has ripple effect on every area of your life. On every area of your life. The third kind of goal is called project goals. Project goals. What project do you want to embark on? There are projects like building a house, you want to write a book, you want to set up a studio. These are project goals. The fourth kind of goal is skill or certification goals. Skill or certification goals. What skill do you want to learn? What certification do you want? For example, I plan on doing a master's, in psychology. That's a certification goal. I plan on learning email marketing afresh. I've learned before, but I plan on learning it. So what skills and what certification do you want? The fifth type of goal is called legacy goals. I hope you're following. Legacy goals. You are remembered for what you do for others and not what you do for yourself. A river that does not flow will stink. So legacy goals talks about what goals do you want to achieve for others. For example, maybe you want to visit an orphanage. Maybe you want to pay the school fees of 10 children. Maybe you want to give 10 bags of rice to be shared amongst widows. These are legacy goals. These are legacy goals. Are we following? These are legacy goals. These are legacy goals. I hope you're following. Please let me know if you're following. Quite some terrible network tonight. Number 6 is what I call toy/material goals. Toy/material goals. These are material things that you want. For example, you want to buy a car, you want to buy an iPhone, you want to, buy, sew a new clothes. These are material goals. They are toys. They are things that are not, they are not really tangible like that. They are material goals. And I have a rule. I usually reward myself with material goals when I achieve one of my major goals, right? Number 7, the 7th kind of goal that you can set is personal development goals. That means goals that improve you. Goals that improve you. These are goals, for example, in the area of your spiritual life, goals in the area of your relational life, goals in the area of your mental capacity, your finances, your physical health, physical outlook, personal development goals. If you want to have 6-pack, that's personal development goals, right? You want to get married by next year, that's a personal development goal. You want to read 50 books by next year, that's a personal development goals. Now, these are the 7 types of goals that you can set. And remember why I said it's very important to know the different types of goals. It's like a buffet, very easy for you to pick well, for you to pick the things that are necessary, the things that are important. Money goals, notoriety goals, project goals, skill or certification goals, legacy goals, toy or material goals, personal development goals. Now, 7 steps. I want to share with us 7 steps to setting compelling goals. How do you set goals? I call it my 7-step high achievers goal setting process. 7 steps to setting compelling goals. I encourage you to watch this video again. I may not have the time to dwell so much, discussing on each step. I'll just maybe read them out. They are quite long. 7 steps. These are 7-step formulas that I've been using over 5 years now, and it has been doing magic, right? You want to set goals that are compelling. Here are the 7 steps. Step number 1. If you had a magic wand, and you could just wave it to have absolutely anything that you want, what would it be? What would it be? So if you had a stick that you could just wave and have anything you want, what are the things that you would have? Just keep writing. Write until you have at least 30 things on your list. For example, I want to travel to Dubai. I want an iPhone. Just write. Don't think about how you are going to get it. Don't think about what it will cost you to get it. Just write, right? Number 2, when you have your list of 30 things that you want, step number 2, write a 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on in front of each of the items on your list, signifying the number of years that you think it would take you to achieve that goal. So, for example, if I wrote, I want to buy a new laptop, I can write a 1 in front of it. That means I know it will take me 1 year to achieve it. If I wrote maybe a goal to build a house, I can write 5 in front of it. That means it will take me 5 years to build a house. So write numbers in front of it that shows the number of years that you think you will achieve that goal. Are we following? Step number 3. Separate all your 1-year goals on a separate sheet of paper. So write out all your 1-year goals. All of the goals that you wrote 1 in front, write it out on a separate sheet of paper. The goal is for you to isolate your 1-year goals. Step number 4, ask yourself, if I could achieve just 1 goal from my list of 1-year goals that will make me the happiest person and add the greatest value to my life, what would it be? So if you could only achieve 1 goal from your list of 1-year goals that will make you a very happy person and will add great value to your life, what would it be? Write it down separately or circle it. Step number 5, repeat step number 6 6 more times. Repeat step number 4, repeat step number 4 6 more times until you have your top 7 goals for the next 1 year. So the same way you said, if I could achieve only 1 goal that will make me the happiest person and add the great value to my life, what would it be? Do that repeatedly. Can you guys hear me? So do that repeatedly 6 more times until you have your top 7 goals. Are we following? So sorry. So do that repeatedly until you have your top 7 goals for the next 1 year. Step number 6, ask yourself, how can I create a relationship between my top 7 goals, or at least group them based on their relationship? So you don't just want 7 goals that are scattered, right? You want 7 goals that are in line. For example, if I have a goal to maybe lose weight, I have a goal to make my first 1 million, I have a goal to maybe sell 5,000 products. Now, this is what I will do. I'm going to say, okay, I will lose, X amount of kg so that I'll be fit enough to grow my business and hit 100 clients and be able to raise my first 1 million. So you see that there is a relationship between those goals. So as much as possible, let your goals not be isolated. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't achieve their goals, because their goals are scattered. It must lead up to another. For example, last year, one of my goals was, to get a setup for my to be able to host the School of Personal Development on YouTube, right? The next goal was for me to excellently host the Leverage Conference. By the way, if you think Leverage this year was phenomenal, you wait for next year. It's going to be mind-blowing. So you see, the first goal was to get the gadget. The second goal was to use the gadget for the conference. So you see that the goal is aligned. So the 6th step is for you to find a relationship between your goals. The 7th step, now that you have your top 7 goals for the next 1 year, right, it's time to make them clear and compelling with an exact deadline. So once you have your 7 goals that are aligned, you now want to refine them to make them clear and compelling. How do you do that? Rewrite each goal using labels that evoke strong emotions. State when you want to accomplish them and ensure that you have at least one strong reason for each of the goal that compels you. So you want to write the goal in such a way that it compels you. For example, let me give us a classical example. If I have a goal to make $1 million, what I will say is, I make my first million so that I'm able to break the yoke or break the curse of never having to reach my first million before I reach 30. You see it? And maybe I'm able to buy something for my mother. You see, I'm making the goal compelling. So you want to go through each of those, your 7 goals that you've identified through this process, and make them compelling, make them measurable, make them specific. Are you seeing it? And make them time-bound. So also state when you want to have achieved that goal. These are the 7-step process. Can you guys hear me? So sorry about the network issue. So growth is very powerful. There are certain goals you will not have to set if you know how to religiously commit to growth systems, right? And I told us that there are 7 things I engage every day without fail that is responsible for my sustainable transformation and my sustainable growth. So what are the growth activities that you engage every day? In the Leaders Manna Network, there are 3 major growth activities. We'll call it the DGR3. We read 10 pages of a book every day. We listen to at least an hour of a faith-building teaching every day, and then we journal every day. I'm about to change the last part. But there are 3 growth activities we engage every day. Imagine reading 10 pages every day for 5 years. Imagine praying 1 hour every day for 5 years. Imagine listening to a message every day for 5 years. Growth activities will guarantee your sustainable transformation so that you evolve into the kind of person that attracts success, that attracts results. Now, in setting up your growth systems, you must ensure that your growth activities are specific, they are measurable, and they are scheduled. For example, I read 10 pages of a book every day. Once it is 2 p.m. Take note. It is specific. I read 10 pages. It is measurable. 10 pages of a book, and it is scheduled. Once it is 2 p.m., I know that I am going to read. So it is very important for your growth system to contain growth activities that are specific, measurable, and scheduled. Now, your growth system must cover the 5 major areas of your life: your spiritual growth, your mental transformation, your relationships, your finances, your health, and your physical outlook. But generally speaking, there are 3 core areas that your growth system must cover: your spiritual growth, your mental growth, and your physical growth. That means there must be activities you engage every day to grow your spirit man. There must be activities you engage every day to grow your mindset. There must be activities you engage every day to grow yourself physically, to be healthy and to be strong. Spiritually, you can pray every day. Read your, if you're a Christian, you read your Bible. You are a Muslim, you read your Quran. But you interact with your God every day to build your spirit man. It must be a daily thing. Your mental growth. Read every day. Listen to teachings that build you every day. Your physical growth. Growth systems are very cool because even if you don't achieve your goals, by the end of the year, you have evolved into a higher version of yourself, evolved into the kind of person that attracts the goals that you desire. This is what makes growth very powerful. If you do these 3 things that I've shared with you, that number 1, you decide on your emphasis for the year. Number 2, you set 7 goals, 7 clear and compelling goals for the year. And then number 3, you develop a growth system that you will religiously commit to. I assure you, 2026 will be a victorious year for you. 2026 will be a phenomenal year for you. This is how you plan and maximize the new year. I hope somebody got value. If you got value, go ahead, comment value in the comments. It's been an amazing time of learning. I'm so sorry about the network issue. I'll still go check the video to be sure that there was a worthy recording. If it's not, I will settle down and do another recording for this teaching, because this is not the kind of teaching that you joke with and then maybe upload it, re-upload it online. But I hope that we got value for our time. It's been an amazing time, here. Let me make a quick announcement and then we're done. By the way, if you want to support the Leaders Manna Network, we are a non-profit organization committed to raising, agents of change and agents of transformation, especially across the continent of Africa, by helping young people become so that they can make a difference. You want to support us, there's a link in the description. You can click on it, make your donation, and we're very grateful for that. If you want to, me to mentor you, I have a mentorship program. It's called the 90-Day Strategic Growth Daily Mentor Program. The link is also in the descriptions. Make sure you click on it. It's truly a phenomenal mentorship program that will change your life. I've received very profound testimonies from students of the program, and I'm sure that it is going to change and transform your life. And then also, the audio for this teaching will be available, but you have to be part of the Leaders Manna Network Plus Community. It's a paid community of the Leaders Manna Network. You get access to recordings like this, the training handout. Once you're in the community, is a token subscription fee, monthly subscription fee, very token, mega subscription fee, and is a mind-blowing place to be in. By the way, we'll be having our last School of Personal Development training session by next month, December. I'll announce the date, hopefully once we enter into December, but I'm going to be teaching on why goals fail. It's going to be a mind-blowing time, mind-blowing teaching, and I'm sure that your life will never remain the same. Please do well, subscribe to this channel. The Leaders Manna Network has come to stay. Make sure you share our activities, share our content with as many people as possible. Encourage your friends, your family, your loved ones to join the Leaders Manna Network community. We are building Africa's largest personal development community, raising people to become superior versions of themselves so that they can be a blessing to their world. So make sure you invite people. We have a WhatsApp channel. Make sure you're in the channel. I think the link should be in the description also. Share with people, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your loved ones so that they can be part of what we are doing here. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me especially appreciate my team, the media team headed by Conyo. Thank you for the phenomenal work that you are doing. David Praise, Compassion, Tolu, God bless you all for the mighty, phenomenal work that you're doing behind the scene. Maybe a quick shout out and then we're done. Blessing, thank you so much. I see Joshua, God bless you. Agnes Simon, thank you. I see you. Habu, Dame Lola, I see you. Oguche, Sam Blessing, thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. Please have a restful and a phenomenal night. I hope that this was able to be recorded and uploaded. If it was not, maybe we'll just do a full-fledged recording and I'll put it up. Thank you. Have a great night rest.